pause the meeting for now, just so that everyone. Okay, so once again, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. Prof. Prakash Kumar will be shortly sharing with you the information on the LSM courses. My name is Joanna, and both Lei Ming and myself, we support the UG team. So once again, before we begin, please be informed that this session will be recorded. Trouble you to show your video as well as to rename yourselves. For the Q&A, do make sure to use the chat or Q&A function to type your questions. We will respond to as many as possible. Otherwise, what we will do is we will stay on for a little bit longer at the end of the session, or you may write to our life sciences inquiry box. We will show the email address at the end of the session. So without much further ado, let me just begin sharing screen. Okay, I trust that you are able to see my screen.
Yep.
Thank you, Prof. Yeah, Prof, you might.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Life Sciences Major Briefing. So basically, what we have today is what I hope is going to be a relatively simple ideas of what you need to do. Okay, the tasks to-do list. All right. So we are the Department of Biological Sciences, and we are the main host for this major in life sciences. The next slide will give you which are the other participating departments. So as you can see, life sciences is a major or primary major under the College of Humanities and Sciences, or CHS. This is offered by the Faculty of Science, right? So all of you are enrolled in CHS, so no confusion there, but this major is hosted by the Faculty of Science. And the Department of Biological Sciences is the anchor department. And what do we mean by that? We have a few other departments from the School of Medicine who are also faculty members from there, professors from there, are also participating in teaching certain courses, right? So these are specialized courses from the department of, for example, Department of Anatomy, Biochemistry, Microbiology, Department of Pharmacology and Physiology. Okay, next. So what we will do is give you a brief overview. You can ask questions along the way, like as Joanna mentioned earlier. You can key in the questions to the chat box as we go along, right? And then we'll try to answer them. The reason we want to do it this way is that there may be several of you with similar or same questions, and then we can consolidate the answers. So you please look out for the chat box replies, all right? Okay, good. So the first point that I want to highlight is the overview of the talk here is the part A is college common curriculum, the CHS common curriculum. You have this morning, you had a detailed briefing on that. So I only have one slide just to show you a snapshot of that, right? We will try to focus more on the part B, that is course registration. What are the LSM essential courses, and what are the elective courses, and what are the unrestricted electives? Primarily, these are the ones. Okay, next. So this is a slide that gives you a snapshot of what you've already heard this morning, right? What are the CHS graduation requirements? As you can see on the pie chart, there is you need to do a total of 40 course units, right? 40 courses, pardon me. Each course on the average is 4 units. So 40 courses will add up to 160 units, right? So that's the minimum you need to do. You can have a few more, but not a few less. All right, so keep that point in mind. You can have a few more. That means you can have some additional courses if you wish to, but this is a minimum, yeah? And the structure is the major consists of 15 courses, or major accounts for 15 courses, right? Then if you wish to do a second major, you must read 10 courses, and then you can construct some minors. Each minor will require its 5 recommended courses. All right, so this is a structure. Okay, so and then what are the CHS common curriculum, the blue segment on the pie chart you see here, right? So that is shown here. Again, you had the details earlier this morning, right? The common courses are like writing, data literacy, etc. All right, and then there are integrated courses, like 5 integrated courses and 2 interdisciplinary courses. So these are the various requirements for CHS graduation. So this is the snapshot. Next slide. So what we have here is this kind of a study plan, an example study plan is also given on our website, right? So you can refer to it later on. But the idea here is what are the different, so you need to read it vertically, right? So year 1, semester 2. So you look vertically down. This is a set of suggested study plan, right? An example. Each one of you may have your own individual study plan. So when you finalize one, you fill in, or rather you replace the individual course units with those courses that you're registering for. That will give you a snapshot of what your 4 years study plan is likely to be. Of course, it can keep changing, especially in the UE, or unrestricted electives, that you see here. All right. So hopefully by the time we finish with the briefing in the next 10 minutes or so, things will become a little bit clearer, and you will hopefully understand the benefit of making a study plan along these lines. All right, so we'll come to that. So for now, this is available for you in the department's in the life sciences web page as well. If you haven't seen it, you should be able to check on it later on. So that's part A. Next, we'll move on to part B, which is what are you required to do in terms of course registration come 16th to 21st of July, right? Okay, so life sciences freshmen, these are the things you'll need to do next. So the first thing is the course registration will open on the 21st. I think the phase 1 will open on the 21st, but we want you to declare your intention of reading life sciences major, right? So this is the option you have to choose, life sciences honors, hopefully by the 16th of July, right? 16th of July, you choose this. Why do you need to do that? Well, there are a couple of things, right? So when you then indicate that you want to do this particular course, for example, LSM 1111, right? So you want to do this, we know, or rather the system will know that you are going to be a life sciences major, and then you have preference for this particular course. All right, so it's important that by the 16th of July, you go in and declare your intention to do this if you haven't already done so. All right, then 21st, you start registering, right? So you request for this particular course, right? LSM 1111. Some courses may already be allocated to you based on what the CHS system does. All right. So, but this one you must go and request. Okay. By the way, the coding, if you haven't already heard the style for coding, when you see these 4 digits, right? Yeah, LSM should be obvious, right? Life sciences major, LSM. Then 1111. Why so many numbers? Okay, so the first one here, first number indicates what level it is. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Okay? Loosely or roughly equivalent to year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, but not exactly, because I say that because it's a flexible system. You can do some of the level 2000 modules, or pardon me, 2000 courses now, for example, right? So that flexibility is there. So don't call it year 1, year 2, but try to understand it that way, okay? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So the first digit indicates that first numeral here. Okay, after the LSM. Okay, the second one signifies that it is a core course, an essential course, right? If a number 2 appears there, for example, 22 something or other, or 32 something or other, so that second numeral, if it exists as 1, it is an essential course. You must read it. If it's a 2, that is an elective. You can take that or one or the other. Okay, so keep that in mind, all right? Okay, good. So then you see, I said 1 and 2. Then you see number 3 here, 1301. You might wonder what this is. LSM 1301. That is a bridging course, right? A bridging course for those without a pass in biology, right? So I believe the system will allocate this course for those who have declared this as their major. So then again, it's important by the 16th of July, you declare this as your major, your intention to read this major, right? If you didn't have a pass in biology in your previous studies, this will be assigned for you. All right. So it's important you declare. Okay. So is that clear? Number 1, those who are passed in biology, you then request for this particular course, LSM 1111. Those who do not have, this will be allocated. So that's the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to remember is that second action is during the registration phase 1, 21st July, right? Students without a pass in chemistry at H2 or HL or equivalent standard, you have to register for this particular fundamentals of chemistry course in semester 1. You must request for this. Okay, so request for this LSM 1111 and request for CM, that's chemistry, yeah, CM 1417. So again, you are seeing second numeral as not 1, not 2, right? So it could be 3 as in this, abridging, or 4, which is a specialized course meant for not chemistry majors, but it's meant for life sciences. Okay, so what you need to be concerned with is 1, 1. So the second numeral as 1 or 2. 1 is essential. 2 will be an elective, right? 3 or 4 will be special cases. Okay, good. Next. So the common curriculum courses that will be pre-allocated, as you have heard this morning during the briefing, are just listed here for your snapshot is shown here just for information. Okay, you can take a look at that. Okay, good. So the next one here, when you start registering for courses, so LSM 1111 is the one you request, okay? And then there are some courses that you can read, all right? But what you need to keep in mind is that these courses you can fit under the UE time slot if you wish. Okay. What are the three courses for 2000 coding? LSM 2105, 2106, and 2107. Again, notice here, the second numeral in the coding is 1. That signifies that you must read and pass this in order to graduate. Yeah, so it's an essential course, not an elective. Keep in mind, there is one more 2-1 coded course, and that will require a couple of these as prerequisites. And therefore, you must make sure that you read this. If possible, you check the prerequisite. These are the prerequisites. You try to do this, register for it in the year 1, semester 2, maybe, right? Definitely by year 2, semester 1, you must read those. And therefore, the 2-1, the fourth 2-1 coded, that is another essential course, yeah? You can read easily, right? So the prerequisites you would have cleared before, well in time, okay? Now, the other point to take note is that any course, some disturbance there. Okay, sorry. So the point you need to remember is that SU option is not applicable for the level 2000 LSM courses. So keep that in mind, yeah? Okay, so you don't need to worry so much about that during registration, but keep in mind that when you read the LSM 2000 coded courses, you must do well. You must pass. Don't go for the SU. You will not have the option for SU. Okay, so keep that in mind, yeah? Okay, next. All right, so what are the courses you have to do in order to graduate? So you must do 40 courses, right? Adding up to 160 units. So if you note here, 5 of those courses will be these listed here, right? Notice here, 2191, laboratory techniques. This requires the other 2-1 courses as prerequisites. And therefore, you must do this before you do that. All right, so clear? I don't know if my pointer is working. Maybe Joanna can do the pointing as I speak. All right, so the 2191 here, yes. So this is a course that requires the above as prerequisite. So you must read those before you read the 2191. That's the point I'm highlighting. So these are the 5 courses you must pass. All right. So they are essentials for life sciences majors. All of them have the second numeral in the course code is 1. Remember that, right? Okay. Then you will see, for example, 2289, 3289, and various 32 and 22 and 32 codings, as well as 42 codings. Now, those are all electives. Okay, so you get to choose them, but then you can't choose too many at level 2000, for example, right? So you must make sure that maximum maximum you can do is 3 of the level 2 coding. So that means 3 times 4 is 12 units, right? So 12 units of 2 coded, right? Level 2 electives. And then you must do at the same time, you must read at least 3 courses or 12 units of LSM 4-2 coding. All right. So we want to make sure that you read courses at level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Good spread of it. That's the reason we put these restrictions here. Okay. The last point that I want to highlight here is that you must read oh yeah, so this is if you read several of the 3991 or 4911, pardon me, 4991, only one of them will count towards this 4 units. All right, so the other one will be an extra that may go into your UE, etc. All right, okay, so for graduation, a total of 15 courses have to be read from the LSM coding, right? So those are the major, all right? So that's accounts for 60 units. And if you look at the two columns on the right side, it says common curriculum, right? And unrestricted electives or UE, right? So a total of, way down at the bottom, it says 13 courses can come from the common curriculum and 12 courses will fall under the unrestricted electives. All right. So those are the additional courses that you'll be reading in addition to or other than the LSM coded courses. Clear? 15 courses for the, pardon me, 16 courses from the LSM major, 13 courses from the common curriculum, and 12 courses from the UE space. All right. So the last row here tells you how do you get a specialization under the life sciences major? And we have two specializations, right? So to fulfill the specialization, you must read a variant of this LSM 4288, all right? And 3 more LSM 32 or 42 elective courses. All right. So where will you read all these from? So they can come into this or come under this UE. All right. So you remember you have 12 courses here. So these courses, these additional courses we list here for the specialization consideration will come under that. And I will show this to you in one of the later slides. Okay, so just to summarize what I'm showing here, we are showing you that you must do 15 courses from the major, 13 courses from the common curriculum, 12 courses from the unrestricted elective. Is that clear? Hope that is okay. If not, we can clarify later. Next. So the next slide, this is just to give you a snapshot. You don't be confused by what's over here. This is to give you a snapshot of what are the various electives available. If you notice, the majority of them are, like you see here, 4210, right? 2212. So they're all electives, 22, right? 32, 3252, etc. Okay, so they are all electives. Now, this whole thing is available on the website. So later on, when you go and plan out and you know, what are the 15 courses from the major that I want to do? So these are the listing, right? So this is the listing, and you pick from this. All right. Okay, next. Okay, so this is just to highlight that a research experiential requirement has been put in place for life sciences, right? So you must do one research experience for the entire degree requirement. This could be any one of these listed here. So it could be LSM 4288 variant, right? This is, in the past, you might have heard your seniors talking about final year project, FYP. Yeah, something along those lines, right? Or you can do the UROPS. UROPS stands for Undergraduate Research Opportunities in Science, right? UROPS, UROPS. So LSM can be in the 2288 or 3288. So you could do it at level 2 or level 3, right? It'll partly depend on which year of study you are in when you enroll for this. Okay, so it may also represent the level of details for the research that you carry out under the project. Okay, so this could be one of those. Or it could be for those doing bioinformatics or computational aptitude, you can do this kind of UROPS, all right? So within that specialty. Lastly, the Faculty of Science has this internship program. So it must be through that, okay? Official research internship arranged through the Faculty of Science. So it could be one of those. Any one of these 4 variants will give you that what do we call it, research experience that we hope you will get in the graduation, right? Before you graduate. Okay, so this is it. Next. Okay, so I've showed you several options, right? The 4288, then the 3288 and 2288. What's the difference among all those? Well, the 4288 is probably the more extensive one. So you get 8 units, 4 times 2, 8 units given credited for that particular one, right? So this fulfills a major requirement. You must write a significant project report at the end of the project, right? It's 10,000 words, as opposed to the other 2 you note here is 3,000 words each, right? It's either this or that 3,000 word report. So there is differences, the extent of the work and the report to be written at the end of it also. All right. So there's some differences. Again, you don't need to worry too much about it at this point, but other than the fact that you must fulfill one of those requirements. Okay, so you have plenty of time to do that in your year 2 onwards. Okay, next. All right, so this is just to highlight the unrestricted electives, right? So the unrestricted electives, as you see here, the lowermost panel, I mentioned it earlier. So in order to specialize, the requirement is that you must do the 4288, right? And 3 more, 32 LSM 32XX or LSM 42XX electives, right? So this is entirely up to you to choose which elective that you will do, right? But where does it fit under? So this will come under these additional course units will come under the UE space, okay? So this is explained in a little bit more detail here. Biomedical sciences, the focus on human health, etc. Ecology, environment, ecology, evolution, and biodiversity is more of the systems level biodiversity. So you must do these additional courses. All right. I think, yeah, that should be fair enough. Next one. All right, so this is just to give you a few ideas about what additional things you can do with the UE space. What can you play around a little bit? All right, so for example, you must do the career compass. You must do some courses, right? So these are places that you can fit in. Right, so some of you may wish to go for a study abroad. Right, study abroad, you fit it under, we recommend in year 3, right? So the table shows you that, right? Some internships, things like that. Then some of you may be interested in doing a minor, and some of you may be interested in doing a second major. So this is where those courses will fit under this UE space. Yeah. Okay, so I think we are running short of time here, but we'll complete in 1 or 2 minutes. Next. Yeah. So this is an important point. So some of you may be interested in the special programs. So you have the concurrent degree program in life sciences with University of Melbourne Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. That's one. The other one is joint degree program in life sciences with the University of Dundee. Right. So when do you sign up for it? If you are in the life sciences major, somewhere towards semester 2 of year 1, you will receive the announcement inviting you to apply for it. and then there will be a selection based on interviews. But what we want you to keep in mind is it's preferable that you finish reading these courses, right? In the last column here. Okay? So you finish those courses if you're competing for any one of those special programs. Okay, next. All right, so if you have any inquiries, this is the email. Please note this one, right? DBS box. DBS here stands for Department of Biological Sciences, not the banker. So DBS box 2 at nus.edu.sg. All right. So you must use your NUS email, otherwise the system may detect it as a spam, and then we may not be able to respond to that. It may not even come to the mailbox. So please use your official. This is something that you may wish to keep in mind if you're writing to anything, official inquiries, etc., even to your professors later on. Use your NUS official email ID. Okay, I think this is the major part of it. Next, I have a couple more announcements of some programs you may wish to participate in. So there is a workshop. This is aptly named Freshman Welcome and Learning Workshop, right? So this will highlight some of the points, how to be an active learner, right? Beyond grades, and then what are the mindsets that we expect our students to have, and what are the learning resources, etc. So this is going to be conducted on the 7th of August, right? Please sign up for it. The next slide will show you the QR code to sign up for it. All right, so this is something that we would strongly recommend you register for this. All right. Good. So the bulk of what I wanted to say is done. So there's one more announcement. Next slide. Yeah. So you probably have already heard this from the Faculty of Science earlier this morning. There is a second major and also a minor potential in computing, right? So under the sciences. So please keep in mind those of you who may be interested in this and who meet the eligibility criteria. You must do this particular kind of courses, etc. Okay, next. Yeah, so this is the structure for that, right? So you will see this again on the website. So we don't need to worry too much about it at the moment. All right, I think that's the last slide. Yeah, thank you very much. So those of you who have to attend another briefing, you have to leave at this stage. We understand that. But others, if you wish to ask for any additional questions or things like that, we will stay online in this Zoom session for another 5 minutes or so. Correct, Joanna? So Joanna and Leming are around, so I'll be also here, but I will stop talking now, and then we will try to answer any of the pending questions, etc. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very much, students. We see that the chat and the Q&A function has been quite busy. So we, as shared by Prof, we will stay on for next couple of minutes just to answer any final remaining questions. Otherwise, if you have no other questions, feel free to write in to DBS box 2 at nus.edu.sg if you have further queries.
Just one more point. So the recording of this, along with the question answers, will be made available to all the official participants through the Faculty of Science Dean's Office thing, right? Joanna,
Yes,
do
I
you know
believe so.
where
Yes,
they can access that? But the recording will be available, so you can refer to that in addition to what we already have on the Life Sciences website. Thank you.
There's a question that on the program with the University of Edinburgh, just to clarify to one of you who have asked that question, this currently it has not been approved at this point. It is still in discussion phase. So it is not available. Yeah. Thank you. I think one of you has asked about choosing of courses. Just to clarify again, CHS courses are mostly pre-allocated. For if you are declaring life sciences as your primary major, please be informed that LSM 1111 will not be pre-allocated. You will need to actually register for it via course registration at EduRep. I think one of the students here is asking about the offer from the Office of Admissions that you've been offered life sciences and major, double major. Maybe if you can write into DBS box 2, we will be most happy to provide you with the link. I think just to clarify again, for students who are asking about the year one, semester one courses, you can refer to our website for a sample study plan. Generally, we would encourage you to clear, as far as possible, most of your CHS core curriculum courses and LSM 1111. Of course, if you do not have biology at H2 level, you will need to first take the bridging course 1301. I think we have a question on the JDP. We actually have a detailed write-up on the JDP as well as the study plan. So would trouble you to actually refer to the website for the details on the JDP. Yeah, I think one of you is asking for the website. So I'll just put in the website. Do be advised that we have updated the website recently. So if you're not able to view the latest information, do be sure to clear cache first or log in with Incognito. Okay, we will be answering last couple of questions. For this morning's talk by the Science Dean's Office, I believe the recording will be made available on the Science Dean's Office website. Okay, the time now is 2:50. Thank you very much once again for joining us for this session. We've tried our best to answer as many questions as we have. If we have not responded to you, do write into DBS Box 2. And just a final reminder, do be sure to declare your life sciences as your primary major by 16th of July. Okay, with that, thank you very much for your time.